All right, this is kind of the notes to the 3.7 desmos activity. So if you missed that day in class, you still need to do the desmos activity, and this can help you out with a couple of the screens. So I'll let you pick out what Avenger you are. I'm Nick Fury, because he's the coolest. Today's date is today. All right. First thing that we need to know, change base. Our calculator will only do base 10 and natural log. And sometimes we can work around it. Like on this one, we could actually get them in the same base if we set that equal to x. But a lot of times, that's not going to be the case. And there is kind of a workaround on this. So I left a couple areas here for workspace. If you want to do some typing, though, you do have some space to type. That square root can do math type. So what this formula is saying is I can change that base, which here is b, to a different base, which is a, which it's usually going to be the common log. And what I'm taking the base of, or taking the log of, goes on top. What my base is goes on the bottom. So this is going to be log 32 over log 4, which if I use my calculator, which I'm doing off to the side, depending on your calculator, sometimes you have to put the number in first and then hit the log. So it's going to be log 32. I'm going to close those parentheses, divided by log 8. And I get, why did I put 8? 4. And I get 2.5. On the next, so that one is 2.5. On the next one, I'm going to put log 1 over log 8. So over here, log 1 divided by log 8. And I get 0. And I will tell you right now, if you take the log of 1, no matter what your base is, it's 0. And on the last one, I have log base 9 of 11. So that's going to be, oops, wanted to change the color to match. So log 11 over log 9. So log 11 divided by log 9. And I'm going to round this to 2 decimals, 1.09. Okay, and you're going to need to know that change of base for when we actually start solving them. Let's go ahead and go on to our next screen, which we start solving on. Again, I left a couple areas where you can actually type in your responses, or if you want to write them. So on here, I have 5 to the x equals 15. I'm going to rewrite that in log form. When we did this in one of our first units, I think it was 3.4. So log base 5 of 15 equals x. And then I'm going to use my change of base formula. So log 15 divided by log 5. Be careful, that's not log 3. That's definitely going to be something for the calculator. Log 15 divided by log 5, 1.68. All right, next one I'm going to do down here, 8 to the x. So that's just going to be, oops, log base 8 of the cube root of 3. Use my change of base, and don't let that cube root throw you for a loop. So that's going to be log, and the cube root is right here. And divide that by the log of 8. I get 0.176. So let's just round it to 2 decimals, 0.18. And on the last one, 9 to the x plus 7 equals 15. I'm going to have to subtract 7 from both sides. I get 9 to the x equals 8. Rewrite that as log base 9 of 8 equals x. So log 8 divided by log 9 . 0.946, which I'm going to round that to 0.95. Let's go to the next screen. All right, on this one, it's the same thing. You're going to rewrite it in natural log because the base is e. What that's equivalent of doing is actually taking the natural log of both sides. And the natural log and the e, they cancel out. So x equals the natural log of 12. And again, I would need a calculator on this. The natural log of 12 is 0.248. 2.48. On the bottom one, subtract 3. Divide by 7. My handwriting's not good today. Take the natural log of both sides. And I get x equals natural log 9 over 7. So natural log 9 divided by 7, 0.25. 2513 if they wanted to go out a little bit further. All right, card sort. You're going to put this in groups of 4. You're going to have 4 cards with 4 cards left over. I'm going to do one with you, and then I'm going to let you do the rest. I'm going to do this one because this one is the one that people have the most trouble with. All the typed problems are the ones that you want to start with. Those are the actual problems. The answers are in red, and the handwritten ones are work. So I want to use my rules of logarithms. I've got a minus sign, so I can separate that with a division. And I'm going to put that one right there, x over 2. I know people, one of my classes kept on wanting to do this one. Those mean two different things. Now, I've got a log set equal to another log, so that's going to be x over 2 equals 17. And that should equal 34. So there's your first group. If you go onto the next screen, it'll tell you how many you have sorted correctly. You're going to start with 4 sorted correctly because you have 4 left over. And I just did 4 of them correctly, so I have a total of 8. When you get done, you are going to have 20. All right. Then you can kind of say how you feel about everything, and you are done. Enjoy.